You wake up tomorrow morning, and instead of brewing your own coffee, a robot smiles, says good morning, hands you a perfectly made latte, and then meticulously cleans your entire kitchen. That scene is usually found in a science fiction movie. Today, it describes a rapidly accelerating reality. Companies worldwide are currently building robots designed to look and move exactly like we do. These machines can walk upright on two legs, carry heavy boxes across a room, and perform physical labor for hours on end without needing a break. The barrier between fiction and the real world has vanished. Society now faces the reality of living alongside machines that mirror our own image. These humanoids are currently moving out of the lab and into active human environments. They are walking the floors of warehouses, manufacturing plants, and research centers. This deployment creates a specific economic anxiety. If a machine can lift heavy equipment around the clock without experiencing fatigue, a human worker cannot compete on pure physical endurance. This raises the central question for the future of work. Are these machines going to replace the human workforce entirely? To answer that, we have to look at how these robots are built. A humanoid robot relies on cameras for sight, microphones for hearing, and artificial intelligence acting as its brain. For decades, industrial robots were massive mechanical arms. They were bolted to the floor and restricted to safety cages to perform their work. Our world is built for humans, full of stairs, narrow hallways, and standard-sized doors. Engineering a robot to look like a person allows it to navigate these existing spaces without the need for expensive renovations. Having 2 arms and 2 legs is a requirement for any machine that needs to move freely through a world built for our bodies. We often confuse a job with a task. As we see in this diagram, a single job is actually a collection of individual blocks or tasks. Engineers build robots to extract the repetitive, dangerous, and physically demanding blocks from that pile. In a factory setting, using a machine to handle the specific, exhausting chore of lifting heavy pallets all night makes sense for safety and efficiency. Companies deploy these machines to absorb the most grueling and punishing parts of a workday, leaving the more complex tasks to people. This leaves a massive portion of the job untouched. Those remaining tasks require skills that artificial intelligence cannot currently replicate, like empathy and emotional intelligence. Consider the medical field. A robot can transport supplies down a hospital corridor, but it cannot sit down and genuinely comfort a frightened child before a medical procedure. This limitation applies to cognitive work. A machine can analyze massive data sets, but cannot invent an original strategy or provide genuine leadership for teams. While machines are currently mastering physical and repetitive labor, emotional depth and complex decision-making remain a strictly human domain. The future economy relies on a partnership between human intelligence and robotic endurance. Major companies are redefining the humanoid robot as a teammate rather than a replacement. When a robot takes over the task of inspecting a hazardous chemical spill or lifting crushing weights, workplace injuries decrease and efficiency increases. By transferring our worst physical burdens to a machine, the daily experience of human labor becomes safer and more focused on problem solving. Even with this partnership, the job market will evolve rapidly as these robots grow smarter every year. As automated systems take over repetitive labor, businesses must focus their human staff on the social interactions and complex problems a robot cannot solve. This shifts the market value toward traits like creativity and leadership. We still need to identify which specific careers will shrink, which will grow, and what exact skills students should learn today to remain competitive. The workforce of tomorrow requires preparation. By developing uniquely human skills now, you can ensure you remain the most vital half of this new partnership.